In this session, we'll deal with the histology of placenta. Placenta is a feto-maternal organ, disc-shaped, weighs approximately 500 grams. Maternal surface is irregular and presents 15 to 20 cotyledons. Fetal surface is smooth, lined by amnion. The functions are nutrition, excretion, it also acts as immunological barrier, it also acts as selective barrier, and hormone protection. You can see here, this is the maternal surface showing the cotyledons, and this is the fetal surface which is smooth, lined by amnion. In the placenta, the ventral component is the decidua. So the decidua is classified into three different parts, like decidua basalis, where placenta is attached, capsularis, which surrounds the embryo, and parietalis, which lines the uterine cavity. The fetal component is the chorion. The trophoblast plus extraembryonic mesoderm forms the chorion. The chorion facing decidua basalis forms chorion frondosum, the fetal component. Chorion facing capsulary forms chorionic leve. So placenta is having the chorionic plate, chorionic frondosum plus basal plate, the decidua basalis. You can see here, these are the maternal cotyledons, and you can see here, this is the chorionic plate. You can see this is the cytotrophoblast, and this is the syncytial trophoblast. So this is the extraembryonic mesoderm, where you can see the fetal blood vessels. These are the villi. This is the basal plate. You can see the fibrinoid deposit in the knitterbuck layer. So branching pattern of villi is like this. From chorionic plate, 40 to 60 fetal cotyledons extend into the decidua basalis. So each has a stem bullous or truncus cori, which divides into ramus cori, ramulae cori, and the terminal ramifications are called chorionic villi. The anchoring villi are attached to the decidua basalis. The floating villi are freely floating in the intervillous space. You can see here, this is the truncus cori, and it branches into ramus cori, and further branching results in ramulae cori, and these are the actual chorionic villi. And this is the anchoring villus, and these are the floating villus. So types of villi: the primary villi, which has only the cytotrophoblast and syncytial trophoblast. Secondary villi, cytotrophoblast, syncytial trophoblast, and mesodermal core. Tertiary villi, cytotrophoblast and syncytial trophoblast, mesodermal core, and fetal blood vessels. The connective tissue in the villi is differentiated with more fibers and fibroblasts and contain large round macrophages called as Hofbauer cells. This is important, Hofbauer cells. You can see this is the primary villus having a core of cytotrophoblast, secondary villus with a mesodermal core, and a tertiary villus along with fetal blood vessels. You can see here, this is the chorionic plate with the connective tissue. You can see here, this is the trophoblast. These are the floating chorionic villi, and these are the anchoring villi. This is the chorionic frondosum. So this is the maternal blood vessels opening into the intervillous space. These are the decidual cells. These are the basal uterine glands. This is the myometrium. These are the anchoring villi. This is the deciduum basalis. These are the maternal blood vessels. So diagrammatic representation of the placenta. So this is the amniotic membrane, chorionic plate, trophoblast. You can see here this is the cytotrophoblast. This is the cytotrophoblast. This is the syncytial trophoblast. These are the fetal blood vessels. These are the floating villi, and this is the anchoring villus. This is the basal plate. So anchoring villi with the fetal blood vessels. So placental barrier, in humans it is hemochorial. It is having endothelium with the fetal blood vessels, basement membrane, mesoderm, cytotrophoblast, and its basement membrane, syncytial trophoblast. So in later stages of pregnancy, cytotrophoblast disappears and syncytial trophoblast becomes thinner to improve efficiency of exchange. So in humans it is hemochorial. So in order to see the histological types of placenta, you see these are the 6 basic layers: endothelium of fetal blood vessels, the mesoderm, the trophoblast. This is the lining epithelium of the uterine cavity, connective tissue, and the endothelium of the maternal blood vessels. So here it is this is the chorion and this is the epithelium. So this is epitheliochorial. The epithelium fused, and here you can see the connective tissue coming in connection with the trophoblast. So synepitheliocorial, and here you can see the endothelium of the maternal blood vessel is coming in contact with the trophoblast, endotheliocorial, and you can see the blood is directly coming in contact with the trophoblast, hemocorial. So now here you can observe this is the epitheliocorial, so uterine epithelium interacting with the trophoblast. This is endosmocorial, connective tissue interacting with the trophoblast. Endotheliocorial, the endothelium of fetal blood vessels and the trophoblast. So here you can see the hemocorial, where the blood is coming in contact with the trophoblast. Here you can see hemoendothelial, where blood, maternal blood is coming in contact with the fetal blood vessels. Hemoendothelial. So you can see here, this is the chorionic villi during early pregnancy. You can see proper cytotrophoblast still intact, syncytial trophoblast, fetal blood vessels in the mesoderm. And in the late stages of pregnancy, you can see the cytotrophoblast has disappeared. Okay, and the syncytial trophoblast is only present. And these are the fetal blood vessels which are moving more towards the periphery. So here, if you observe, they are present more in the center, fetal blood vessels. Here, the fetal blood vessels are going more towards the periphery. Next, the umbilical cord. So it is covered by a single layer of amnion. There is one umbilical vein. The speciality here is this umbilical vein is having a thick layer of circular muscle. Usually in veins we see thick layer of longitudinal muscle, but the umbilical vein is having a thick layer of circular muscle, and two umbilical arteries are present, and Wharton's jelly is present, which is a mucoid connective tissue, and sometimes there might be remnant of allantois. You can see here, this is the amniotic covering, this is the umbilical vein, this is the Wharton's jelly, and these are the pair of umbilical arteries. This is a photomicrograph. You can see these are the umbilical arteries, and this is the umbilical vein with the Wharton's jelly. Thank you.